love Megan season 2 is shameful in my eyes. I don't understand why she would do this other than to try to get some hits, clicks, and attention for season 2, which she knows is not performing well. It's not on the top 10.
And then ladies see the children, and we know this is always like the push emergency red button because of course the media, and I understand why.
In my opinion, she gets desperate, and yeah, now she's proving they're mom's biggest fans in rare. It's always a rare photo. It's always a behind them, out of focus, sortish photo, and yet again, it's a rare photo that Meghan's providing of Archie and Lilibet.
Whenever Meghan Markle finds herself in the middle of a PR nightmare, have you noticed she seems to pull out the same trick every single time? It's like she's got this secret weapon up her sleeve. And what is it? Not some big Hollywood connection, not a brilliant career comeback, but her children, Archie and Lilibet. Yes, you heard that right. The moment things start crumbling around Meghan like clockwork, the kids suddenly appear. Netflix flop, cue the kids, headlines dragging Meghan's name, out come the carefully staged photos. Meghan has turned Archie and Lilibet into her own emergency button. Push it when the press turns nasty, and suddenly the narrative softens, the outrage shifts. It's become a formula she's mastered, and honestly, it's both fascinating and disturbing to watch.
Have gone about shielding their kids from us, talking about how they can't be bullied and leave them alone, yada, yada, yada. For her to go out and now start debuting.
And let's not pretend Archie and Lilibet are just any ordinary children. Oh no, they come with a built-in title, Prince and Princess. Do you know the weight those titles carry? They scream intrigue, status, power, an automatic spotlight. Meghan knows this better than anyone, and she wields it like a sword. The kids aren't just her family, they're her headlines.
Been happy by putting a love heart over a tiny part of their face. Meghan, the game is up.
Every staged little peek, every cropped Instagram shot, it's not just a cute family moment, it's Meghan reminding the entire world. These aren't just kids, they're royal kids, and that fact alone guarantees the public will stop, stare, and click. Whether people want to or not, they can't help themselves. Meghan's playing the game, and she knows the kids are her most valuable cards.
Prince and a princess, they are, even though it is very wrong, in my opinion, and I know your opinion too, that they remain in the line of succession, but they do.
Let's not forget Archie and Lilibet are still in the line of succession. That's no small thing. Meghan leans into this fact like it's currency, trading on the royal connection to boost herself and her projects. And people aren't quiet about it. Critics question why these children even hold those titles, while Meghan seems to exploit them whenever convenient. Every tiny reveal, an ankle here, a blurred face there, gets blown up because of the royal factor. What should be normal childhood moments turn into viral spectacles overnight. Meghan knows it and she uses it.
The hate watching is down all across the board. People are just bored. They're bored of her. They're losing.
And fans? Oh, they've started to notice the pattern. This isn't random. Meghan doesn't just casually decide to post a photo of the kids. No, each reveal is meticulously timed. When her projects flop, when the press drags her down, bam, there's Archie, there's Lilibet. These aren't just family photos, they're part of a carefully calculated PR strategy. A drip feed designed to distract the public from Meghan's failures and keep people talking about her no matter what.
I love that my children were able to watch me working and see the balance of that. And then she literally showed them watching her work. She's giving a rare behind-the-scenes look at Prince Archie and Prince Lilibet.
But here's the kicker. The public reaction isn't all awe and cute. In fact, outrage is growing. Social media is flooded with comments like, "Why are these kids being used to sell a show?" And this is manipulative. Meghan wants us to see tender family moments, but a lot of people see two young children being positioned as props in their mom's marketing strategy. It's got a lot of fans uneasy, and honestly, who can blame them?
But more of Archie and Lilibet slips into view, and on his royalist Substack he added, Meghan's children are not being hidden, they are being rationed, drip fed to the punters as part of the lifestyle.
And of course, those titles, Prince and Princess, just complicate everything. Critics say Meghan is blurring the lines between family, fame, and business. Instead of keeping her children's royal status private, she's monetizing it, weaving it into her personal brand. What should be innocent glimpses of family life suddenly look like a business plan.
I'll get to a second. On September 1st, she posted on Instagram filming, well, let's just go to it, rather than filming season 2 of With Love. Meghan was more fun than you can imagine.
So, while some fans gush and swoon over the photos, others can't help but ask, are these sweet family moments really about Archie and Lilibet, or are they all about Meghan? The truth is, as long as these children carry royal titles, they'll always attract attention. And Meghan? She knows it. That's why this controversy isn't going away anytime soon.
It's quite frankly impossible to miss. On August the 26th, just as Meghan wrapped up a marketing bliss for her new episodes and a fresh as ever drop that included a $9 jar of orange marmalade.
Now let's talk about timing, because Meghan's latest move was just too telling. Her Netflix show Love Meghan, a complete disaster. It didn't make it onto any top 10 lists. Critics dragged it, fans ignored it. It was a monumental flop. And what did Meghan do the moment the reviews poured in? You guessed it. She turned right back to her children.
Between setups, I would play a song from my phone, and today I wanted to share some of the favorites I kept on rotation.
It's almost ritualistic at this point. The second Love Meghan tanked on Netflix, Archie and Lilibet magically popped up again. Suddenly, we're seeing those cropped Instagram shots, those staged behind-the-scenes glimpses. And let's be real, it wasn't subtle. It looked like a deliberate attempt to redirect the spotlight from Meghan's failed project to her kids. Critics weren't fooled for a second.
She put out a morning surprise video. It showed 4-year-old Lilibet barefoot in pajamas kissing a framed photo of the family's late dog, Guy, in June. It was this awfully...
Social media erupted, and not in a flattering way. Comments poured in, calling Meghan's stunt desperate, predictable, and downright creepy. Fans couldn't ignore the fact that Archie and Lilibet weren't even part of the Netflix show, so why all of a sudden were they thrust into the spotlight right after the flop? The timing was too obvious. It didn't feel organic, it felt calculated.
Full and enjoy. Happy Labor Day weekend. Work hard, play hard. And then here's...
This is Meghan's playbook, plain and simple. When the projects fail, she leans on her family life as a distraction. The tactic works twofold. First, it softens her image by showing her maternal side, and second, it guarantees media coverage because royal children are instant clickbait. But here's the problem. Critics argue this doesn't earn her sympathy anymore. Instead, it exposes her as a manipulator willing to use her kids like pawns in her PR chess game.
Correct me if I'm wrong, chat. It's the first time I've seen them together in one photo and with that hair that red.
And let's face it, the Netflix flop shines a brighter light on a bigger issue. Meghan's apparent inability to create real buzz with her work. If your projects can't stand on their own and you keep relying on your kids for attention, what does that say? Critics claim this reliance is damaging not only her professional reputation, but also the children's well-being. What should be joyous, authentic family moments end up feeling like marketing ploys? People are left questioning where motherhood ends and business strategy begins. And fans notice something else. The vibe of Meghan's latest photos was off. There was something unsettling about them. One shot in particular caught people's attention. Lilibet, half hidden, while Meghan's friend and makeup artist, Daniel Martin, peered around a door. Instead of being cute and candid, it felt staged, eerie, and manipulative. People online straight up called it creepy. The photo was clearly meant to come across as tender and intimate, but it completely backfired. Social media lit up with questions. Why stage moments like this? Who benefits? And honestly, the pattern is glaring now. These kids are never photographed naturally. Every time we see them, there's cropping, staging, props, or weird angles. Their hair is styled just enough to look effortless. Their expressions feel coached, and the backgrounds look like they were designed for Instagram. Archie and Lilibet aren't just kids anymore. They've become Meghan's secret PR currency. Royal grandchildren, yes, but also living, breathing attention magnets. Every cropped shot, every emoji-covered face, every staged behind-the-scenes glimpse carries more weight than it should. Because Meghan knows when it comes to her children, the world can't help but click, and that raises serious questions. Where's the line between parenting and exploitation? Meghan may say she's just celebrating her kids, but when every appearance coincides with her own setbacks, it's hard to see it as anything but calculated. Innocent moments are transformed into clickbait, and fans are left wondering, what happens when Archie and Lilibet grow up and realize they were part of their mother's marketing plan? Even the smallest details are scrutinized. Remember Archie's t-shirt? At first glance, it seemed totally innocent, a kid in a soccer school shirt. But then people noticed the school isn't even anywhere near Meghan's residence, so why spotlight it? Suddenly fans are speculating, was it product placement? A subtle promo? Even if it wasn't deliberate, the optics are bad. Because in the context of Meghan's history, it doesn't feel like coincidence. It feels like branding. And this isn't a one-off. Time and again, Meghan has been accused of blending family photos with commercial undertones. Whether it's the carefully timed Instagram posts, the behind-the-scenes videos, or the suspiciously placed products, people can't help but feel she's turning motherhood into marketing. Unlike other royals who keep their children strictly out of personal business, Meghan seems to have no problem mixing family with profit. That's where the backlash intensifies. Royal watchers point out that while William and Kate might let their kids be seen at official duties, Meghan's approach is different. Her children are appearing in moments tied directly to her projects, her branding, her personal gain. And that shift has people asking, at what point does parental pride cross the line into exploitation? Because let's be honest, this isn't about showing the world a happy family life. This is about optics. Every carefully staged reveal, every cropped photo, every glimpse of Archie and Lilibet has a purpose: to soften Meghan's image, to distract from criticism, or to redirect focus from a failing project. It's not organic, it's not random, it's strategic. And the contradictions are what sting the most. Let's rewind to that infamous Oprah interview, where Meghan cried about how she and Harry were pressured to put their children on a silver platter for the media. She positioned herself as the fierce mama bear fighting for her kids' privacy, and people believed her, fans sympathized. But now it feels like that privacy narrative only applies when it's convenient. Because the second Meghan needs a distraction, Archie and Lilibet suddenly become fair game for curated Instagram drops and staged behind-the-scenes photos. Privacy isn't principle anymore. It's performance. It's a branding tool. One day, Meghan rails against intrusion. The next, she teases her kids out just enough to stir curiosity. And the public, they see right through it. Social media threads are filled with words like exploitative, contradictory, and creepy. Fans who once sympathized with Meghan's struggle are now questioning her motives entirely. And let's not forget Netflix. They're reportedly furious. Why? Because Archie and Lilibet weren't even part of the actual show. Yet Meghan used their images online right after Love Meghan bombed. That's sloppy cross-promotion at best and manipulative at worst. Executives feel blindsided, critics feel manipulated, and the public feels creeped out. What Meghan probably thought would be a clever PR move backfired spectacularly. Instead of salvaging her reputation, it highlighted the exact thing people are calling her out for, using her kids as a shield. Fans pointed out that if she dropped those photos before the series premiered, it might have created some hype. But posting them afterward, when the show had already flopped, made it look desperate and obvious. And this isn't an isolated moment. Look at the pattern. In August, there's a photo of Lilibet barefoot in pajamas, kissing a framed picture of the family's late dog. Sweet, right? Except the timing was, once again, suspiciously close to a wave of negative press. In June, Meghan posted a cropped shot of Lilibet's face. Just a sliver, just enough to get people buzzing. Earlier in the year, there were Disneyland snaps with emojis slapped across both kids' faces, fueling the mystery but never showing the full picture. It's a drip feed strategy, and it works like a slow drip of sugar, tiny doses, never enough to satisfy, always enough to keep the public hooked. Fans describe it as emotional manipulation. They're waiting, always waiting for the next glimpse, the next tease, and that waiting game keeps Meghan in control of the narrative. The more you look, the clearer it gets. Archie and Lilibet are being rationed to the world like commodities. Meghan doles out their appearances with surgical precision, just enough to spark curiosity, just enough to shift the headlines, just enough to keep herself relevant. Critics say it's obscene, fans say it's creepy, and everyone agrees. It's manipulative. The worst part? Meghan once stood tall on the platform of protecting her children. Now she's the one using them most blatantly. That hypocrisy cuts deep, and people are calling it out in droves. Meghan tried to use Archie and Lilibet to save face, but the public isn't buying it anymore. Cute photos don't hide calculated PR, and at the end of the day, the backlash is brutal. Royal commentators, fans, and even casual viewers are slamming Meghan for dragging her children into her endless PR battles. Words like exploitative and disturbing dominate comment sections. The staged pajamas, the cropped faces, the heart emojis, it all feels like part of a performance, not parenting. The irony is undeniable. Meghan once begged for privacy. Now she's selectively offering her kids up as bait. Bait for sympathy, for distraction, for attention. And the public? They see right through it.